Hey, it's Thursday, and you will not believe what a great day I've had. Yeah, my name is Michelle. I'm a mom of 12 amazing kids, and number 13 is on the way, as I stated in the title of this video. I'm 36 weeks pregnant and feeling great, fabulous, wonderful, awesome, incredible. Who knew you could have babies at this age and feel this good? Here we go. Here's my little belly bump today. No big deal from yesterday. Looks about the same. But yeah, there she blows. So today, I got to go to the perinatologist, or bright and early this morning, but had a full day since then. So that's why I'm just getting to you now. This morning, I went to see my doctor, and we did an ultrasound, and they were checking for cord blood flow and brain blood flow and a couple of measurements, yada, yada, yada. And then we did some monitoring of the baby's heartbeat, and they strap all that on your tummy, and you kind of watch all that and make sure that their heart's got a good consistent beat. And that's standard, especially for an older woman of my age bracket. I'm 47 years old, so I'm considered high risk. And so I did everything I was supposed to do. The doctor came in during the heart monitoring, and he said, your baby got 100% perfect score in the ultrasound and 100% right here. She's just doing amazing. I really don't even know that she's for sure got trisomy 13 and that whether she has Down syndrome or not. You can't tell till she's born because she's doing so good. It just doesn't make sense. But she also has her little bit of a heart problem, so we'll see if that goes away too. Because you never know. Babies are amazing, and they have all that goodness going on, and they're in the creation process in the tummy with all that perfect liquid around them and that perfect food content, everything they need, that their bodies could heal whether you believe it or not. It could take care of the hole, and the other hole, it may just have a slight hole. And it's not that I'm thinking one way or another, but I am so excited. Right, Heather? I am so happy too. Praise the Lord is right. And I can't help but feel so excited about this baby. I've just felt like this overwhelming joy in my heart. Like, it doesn't even matter her presentation. It doesn't even matter whether she has Down syndrome or not. It doesn't matter if she has a heart problem or not. It's just that I'm excited for her to join us. I'm excited for her to be here. I'm excited for her to be part of our family and just to see who she is and what she's like. And it reminds me of why I've had so many kids to begin with. I have loved getting to know each and every one of my children personally and individually, and how they get along well with each other, and the things they're into and the things they like. It is just such a pleasure and just a satisfaction that I have deep in my heart and my soul when that occurs. And so here we're getting ready to welcome this new little member. And like my daughter, my sweet daughter, she will be such a blessing. So I'm telling you right now is that my oldest daughter, came over with her two kids today to visit. My grandson was begging to play with Raiden and Ripton, my twins. They're not that far apart in age. He's 3 and the twins are 6. So, they're pretty close in age for having their uncles be right there. And so they came over and they played, and I was hanging out with her and her baby. And I just love seeing my granddaughter. She's so beautiful. We were going through some clothes and things. And it was so cute because I've been telling my daughter, the twins and all the kids are so excited. They rub my belly. They're so excited to have a baby that doesn't go home. They want our baby to be with us, and they always tell me they're so happy they always tell me they're so happy I'm having a baby, and they just are so tickled about it. It's like Christmas is coming, and they're counting down the days we know she'll be here within that time frame. And it is just so fun when the whole family can celebrate and be excited for that. So going to the doctor today was great. I mean, of course they have to say their stuff like, well, if this baby doesn't come on time, we're going to have to induce you. I really don't want you going over with this baby, considering all the things that could be wrong. And, you know, if you're dilated at a 2 already, then we probably just need to induce you and have this baby right away, because you're going to go too fast. But if you're not induced, we need to give you a little something to help start labor, you know, and give you an epidural if you want one, and, you know, some other things. And I'm just like, is he out of his mind? He obviously has forgotten who I am, that I have 13 kids, and this ain't my first rodeo, and that I'm not going to have a problem going into labor naturally. It always happens when it's supposed to, and they always come when they're supposed to. And if not, I'll take some herbs that'll kick it into high gear. So I just thought it was funny, and I don't have to worry about what he says because I'm not doing it their way, not today. So we'll just see how it goes. But tomorrow my daughter has her baby shower, so we'll be excited to celebrate that with her. And then on Saturday is the baby shower that my girlfriend's throwing for me, which I'm so embarrassed about, but I'm so excited to see my friends. A lot of people can't make it. We had a sweet lady in our area who passed away, and it was so sad. It was unexpected. Her funeral's at the same time my shower is, so oh well, what am I supposed to do, right? I can't go to that, but a lot of my friends are going to that, so it's just okay. I don't mind either way. And today I spent a good part of the day. I wiped down the baby's furniture today and wiped out the drawers. I got the decorations kind of put in all the things I want to put in that room set up in there, not where they're supposed to go. But I washed all the baby's clothes, and I washed the baby's blankets and all the bedding, because my girlfriend's coming over tonight at 8 o'clock, and we're going to set up the decorations on the wall and just do it a little cuter, because I want to do some things that are a little different than what I've done before. And I just thought it'd be nice to have a second opinion. She's got good taste, and it'll just be fun. And that way I don't go overboard or underboard, and I just kind of make it look girly, and I want to make sure, you know. So that is going to be fun tonight. But it's fun just washing the baby's clothes, and I separated all the clothes that we have so far into zero. That's one thing I suggest when you're going to have a baby. You have a baby shower, you're overwhelmed with this great deal of clothes you have, and if you don't do it this way, it can be very frustrating, because you're just trying to find something that fits, and then you end up putting wrong sizes on the baby just because you're desperate. So what I do is I take all the clothes that are newborn to 3 months old and put them in a pile. Everything that's 3 to 6 months in a pile. Everything that's 6 months to 9 months in a pile. Everything that's 9 months and above in a pile. And what I do is I bucket those, or contain those, and that way the only clothes I'm dealing with are the 0 to 3 months for a while. And I will do that, and I will use those for the first 3 months. And then when she starts getting kind of tight in those 3 months, I'll pack all those away and pull down the 3 to 6 months. And when it gets a little tight in that, I'll pull down the 6, you know, swap it out for the 6 to 9. And then after that, all bets are off. Anything from 12 months and up, or 9 to 12 months and up, will definitely take precedence. And I don't know whether, you know, I'm trying to keep a lot of loose things that will be loose on her, because I don't know if she'll have had heart surgery by then, and I want to make sure that she, you know, can still wear clothes, but that they're not too tight on her chest. And for all I know, she might have to be naked all the time. I don't really know, but I'm just preparing in case, right? So I'm really excited. It's just so fun. I just couldn't wait to tell you guys about how good it was. My husband and my oldest son went up to Utah to get my 15-year-old son who's been up there, and we're excited to welcome him back home and to see him. And, you know, we just really have missed him, and it'll be good just to have him back. And now I have all of his school stuff, so it's really fun. He's going to be just like blown away. And, you know, he'll be blown away because he hasn't seen the house since we've done all the work and all the decluttering. He's going to be shocked. So it'll be good for that reason too. But I just wanted to share those things with you. Now let me see what you guys have been saying. Yes, I know my body. I know my body very well. I can feel that my body's preparing, and I've already told you I can feel my hips are softening because I can't walk quite right. I've already been getting the good Braxton Hicks, and I felt a nice pain down in that place, you know, down under, and I could just tell that, you know, she's getting engaged more. I could just feel her head's down there, and, you know, I'm dilated to a 2, and that's normal. And that was the other thing, is he kept saying, well, if you're not dilated to a 2, I'm like, I'm a multi-para times how many times. And it is normal for a woman to be dilated to a 2 when she's had 3 or 4 kids, to be dilated to a 2 for 3 or 4 months even before she has a baby. Your body knows what to do, and it's going to just take off, and that's okay. It just is one of those things that just nature takes care of. You know, your instincts kick in, and the baby's hormones connect with yours, and the baby will send those signals, that which is, the baby's already obviously sending signals to my body that it's getting close, and to prepare the way so that we can actually have this baby safely and wonderfully. Oh, Fran, you're so sweet. I do have so much joy, especially today. It's just feeling really great. Yes, in fact, anything that was green or blue, or it just didn't look girly. Because some people have dropped some clothes off already, some that were already used, and you know, I picked a few things out, but for the most part, I just let them go, because if they weren't super girly with ruffle butts and flowers and obviousness to girls, I don't want it. I don't want anything neutral gender. I don't want anything gray. I don't want anything that just doesn't have flowers of some sort on it or something girly. It has to be girly. I've had enough boy stuff. I've had enough boys. I need girly pink and stuff. I'm just a dork. And then, how's he doing? My son that we're picking up. Have I noticed a change in him, Heather says? Absolutely. But like I said, that was kind of the point in sending him up there. I wanted him to have clear air and a clear mind without this neighborhood that he's used to, and see, you could still have a fun, good, clean life without the use of any kind of drugs, let alone marijuana. And I just wanted him to remember who he was without the influence of that. And then he's also excited, when I saw him last Sunday, he's also excited to take the lifeguard classes, which he has to pass a drug test for. So he's glad that he's already clean for that. And then he'll just start working and making money. And I think that's mainly what he needs to do, is just be busier. School is kind of boring and slow for him. He'll be able to get his schoolwork done fast and still work. And he can work any of the hours, because we will have... we have the ability to block his time out whatever time of the day it is that he goes. So it just felt good to give him a little break from here, and yet at the same time he's excited to come home, so, which is really good. So we've missed him. It's been enjoyable, but it's just been such a great day. I was so worried about it being the right decision, just because I didn't want him to, I didn't want him to infect anybody if he still had that negative mindset where you are willing to use drugs or whatever. But I did think I had to take a chance, and they were willing to take that chance, and they have done nothing but love him, and he's totally welcome. And they send me the cutest pictures. I'll have to send you one of these 2 boys. They're so silly what they do. I was thinking about posting one on Instagram. I'll probably make sure it's okay with him first, but it's just been great. And I apologize, I did not post on Instagram or on Facebook, Got Kids, that I was coming on, because I was just like, oh, well, it's now or never, because they're going to be here shortly, and I want to greet them, and we're going to eat, and we're going to take care of the laundry and all the things that we're doing to get ready for this baby. I'm just so excited that we finally, the fact that I'm working on the baby's room means that I've gotten rid of the clutter. It means my son is coming home. It means that we are prepared and we are ready to move to that step where we get to clean the baby's furniture and wash all the stuff. You know, you get those I bought new bedding for the baby, new sheets and blankets and stuff. So I want to have all those washed and clean and ready to go. And it's just so fun to just be preparing. And you just know that in the next 3.5 weeks or so, that we're going to have a baby, and that's exciting for me. So I'm excited. Do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns? Do you have any comments that you would like? You could go ahead and post them down below. I've been on for 14 minutes, almost 15 minutes, and I will talk as long or as little as you need tonight, because it's so great to be able to just have, you know, like they say that clutter is stressful, and there's a lot of truth to that, because I woke up a lot more clear-minded and peaceful and I was able to just focus on that thing I wanted to focus on, and that's the baby. Oh, another thing I did today was in my closet when those clutter people helped, I just was gonna, I wanted to go through all my buckets to make sure they were sorted the way I wanted, and they put them back in there while I was working out in here, and I was sorting the stuff, and I told them to turn the buckets one way and not the other way, and they put them the wrong way in there, and they put them weirdly stacked, and I was like, I gotta fix this right now. So I adjusted everything in the closet, and now I love it, and I just gotta make little labels for it, so it's awesome. Oh, la la la, who's this? Brandy, yay, you made it. Thank you, Heather. She's saying, wow, and congratulations for finishing the clutter stuff. I mean, it's not 100%. There's still little areas that can work, but nothing's overwhelming now, and that's what's awesome. The parts that were stressing me out are no longer stressing me out. The garage isn't stressing me out. My bedroom isn't stressing me out. There's so many clear spaces. It feels so great that I just got to be excited today and be excited about the baby, and that makes me so happy. Yes, it's just so fun to be able to get here. I was just saying everything's going so good with the baby, and everything is just going, my son's coming home, and we're just getting all these things done, and I'm just so excited about the progress that we've made, and it's awesome. And my husband, he's so sweet. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so attracted to you. You're pregnant. I shouldn't be attracted to you, but I am. I just think he's adorable. Like, lucky me, right? With this big old belly and be pregnant, and him still just love that. Yes, exactly. So it won't always be like stressful stuff. It'll be like the clutter underneath the cabinet, or the clutter in the drawer, or this closet needs to be cleaned out. But you know what, cleaned out under the stairs, and that was one of my hidden clutters that was driving me nuts. And now it's in perfect order to where I can work with it, and that just pleases me. I can't even tell you. So I had to get on the fast track with decluttering, kind of like moving makes you do, but I had to do it with the clutter people because I just didn't want it to be cluttered when the baby came. I couldn't take that stress. And now it's here. Now it's here. It's made it, and I'm so excited. It's just really great news. It's awesome. Did I miss something here? Yeah, we'll always have stuff because we have big families and we have things, right? Brandy, you're so sweet. I was just saying how excited I am. I should give you a before shot. Should I give you a before shot of the baby's room again before I transform it tonight? Yes. Yeah, I don't want my house to be quiet. I love it when it's noisy, and that means there's people here, right? I can't wait to meet her either. I'm so excited. It's so cool. I just am trying to decide to do a house tour. Probably won't, but I'll check. Oh, you're saying I should do a house tour? Maybe I will. Okay. Well, it won't be a real house tour, but I'm going to show you the bedroom because it's kind of messy from me going through all the clothes, and I haven't cleaned up yet. I need to do that real quick before my friend gets here. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will take you to her room. So now we are on our way, and here we go. So this is the mess I made. I had the blankets separated. I took some of the old sheets off, and it's not a fancy pile, but this is the 0 to 3 months, and then, oh wait, you can't see it. This is the pile that's 3 to 6 months. This is 6 to 9 months, and that's 9 and up months. So there's not a ton of stuff in here, but just the little things I'm trying to get worked out. But the dresser's cleared off. I gotta pack the clean clothes in there and blankets, and I gotta take this off because there's no way I'm using gray in the color scheme. But I like that these drawers are big. I wiped them all out. Got the bed right there, but I've taken the decorations, except I left the princesses and the love sign up and the little princess stuff up. So just got to get some more, and then I'm going to put that up tonight probably too. But, you know, it's a little bit of a mess, and Isn't that how it is when you're in the middle of a project? Just like it's kind of messy. So we'll get it cleaned up, and by tomorrow it should be looking pretty beautiful, at least adorable. And that's what I'm working with. So thought I would share that with you. Well, Brandy, if you haven't heard already, we're actually having a home birth, and we will watch her, monitor her breathing, for oxygen at all. We will immediately take her to the hospital. But generally, even in the hospital, they will take her, they will be just monitoring her for a heart condition, and then they will determine, but they weren't planning on, they said with this kind of a heart problem, it probably would be about 4 months out before she needed to get that guard on, and then at about 6 months to have the actual heart surgery. So the next time I talk to the heart doctor, because we'll probably see him before 4 months, we'll see the pediatrician first, but then we'll go and see the heart doctor if she needs it earlier. But if the baby is fat enough, there's no other way to put it. She needs to have enough weight on her to survive the heart surgery. So if she's on the fat enough side, then I'm going to see if he can put that baby in the one surgery at 4 months or at 6 months, you know, whichever one it works out. I'd rather her just do one open heart than 2 back-to-back open heart, because that worries me. Plus there's the risk of staph infection whenever you have a surgery, and so many other risks that it's just very scary, and I try not to think about it. So I just figure whatever happens, happens. But for now, we're just so excited to welcome this little spirit into our home, and to have her, to see her personality and how it develops and how she goes in this family, because it's fun to see the different ways that everybody blends. Let's see, you said, oh yeah, so we're not sure if she needs the surgery. They can't give me solid answers until after she's born, because like I said, they haven't even checked the heart in 3 weeks now, and they're not checking it again until after she's born, because at the time, the 2 different ultrasounds we had before that, or the cardio ultras, I can't think what they're called, the echoes or whatever, they were stable. They stayed the same both times. But I'm like, yeah, but the difference is she was head down, and now she's turned over. And I was going to tell you that too. It was so funny, because here she was when she was butt down. So she was breech for a while, right? Well, when she was breech, she was just a little bit behind in weight of where she needed to be. And that's what the doctor was trying to scare me with. And he's like, well, with her low birth weight. I'm like, well, remember, that was because she was breech all this time, and now she's head down, and I can feel that she's bigger and that she's grown in weight. And then we had just had the ultrasound, and you could tell by looking at the pictures of the ultrasound that she's filling up the screen, like you could barely see one section of her body at a time because she's so big. And I'm just like, that's so awesome. That just cracks me up. Okay, what are you saying? Yeah. Did they give you a fetal lung maturity shot? No, her lungs are fine. Her lungs are fine, and that's not the problem. It's just her heart, and they don't want blood to get in her lungs. And that's what the guard would be, is to keep the blood from getting into her lungs if they have to do that. But why not just do the surgery at that time? Why do that if she's big enough? But, and what was the other thing? And is she still head down? Yes, she is. And that's what I mean, is I can feel ever since she's flipped over, and now that she's head down and her head's engaged quite deep, she's like at a -2 station, then there's no way that she's going to be low birth weight. I can feel that she's bigger. She's just put on weight since she flipped over, which makes me kind of have a hunch that she could have possibly been sitting on the cord, and that could have affected her weight gain, or maybe a different kind of stress. But now that she's flipped over, she's doing much better. I feel so much more movement, obviously, because she's the right direction for you to feel a lot of movement and stuff like that. And yes, that's what I was given the report on, because today that's what they did, was they checked to see her, if she was breathing right, her blood flow in her brain, and her cord blood flow. And she got 100% across the board. She's doing, he said she got a perfect score. And the same with her heart rate. Everything was just, there's just no glitches in it, no problems in it. It just is perfect. And that's not with the cardiologist checking. That's not with, any kind of measurement. They didn't weigh her. They're going to do that next week, I think, on Monday or Tuesday. So it's just one of those things where it just gets so exciting. Um, exactly. That's what I'm hoping, Fran. I really hope she does. In fact, I have a sweet sister-in-law. She talked to me today because she dropped a gift off and she just missed me. And so I called her and thanked her for bringing the gift over, because she's going to be out of town for the baby shower. Her daughter's running away with her. And she just said, well, I think your baby's heart's going to fix all by itself. I think God's going to make a miracle and she won't have any heart problems. And she probably won't even have Down syndrome. So I just think you need to just believe that it's all going to be that way. And I just think she's so sweet. She's like, your baby's just going to be perfect. And I'm like, well, I still agree with that. She will either be perfect or just downright perfect, right? No, I haven't got the P.O. box yet. I need to do that in the morning. I thought I was going to do it today, but I forgot I had the doctor appointment in the morning, because I only look at my weekly plan the night before. I look the night before of what I have to do the next day. I don't look at it earlier, and then I mess things up. So whatever, silly me. But it's been a most lovely day, and I will get that P.O. box. As soon as I do, I'll post it on probably all my pregnancy videos, and probably my last 10 videos. I'll just add it to the description in the box below. That's what I think. She will be perfect no matter what. And it's good because you can kind of feel her energy. When you have a baby inside you, you can just feel something is different. And I just feel like she's happy too. And that makes me happier. And then I can feel that heart happy and that happiness in my chest. And it's just wonderful. Who would think that a woman who's 47 years old found out she was pregnant after being infertile or unable to get pregnant for 6 years, out of the blue, here she's gonna have a baby, and not just her first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh baby, but her 13th baby, and she's ecstatic. She's so happy, and she's so just thrilled to have this baby, and that's where I'm at, and it just feels so good. It's kind of like a miracle, right? That you could even do that. And I think, did I tell you? I had that negative mindset the other day. I was putting my clothes away on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day I said that. But I was like, I think it was on Tuesday. I feel too tired to be doing this. I'm too old to be having babies. And I was like, what's that? That sounds like an automatic negative thought. And I was like, do I really believe that? Where have I heard that before? I don't believe that. There's women that have babies in their late 40s and 50s all the time. That is such a lie. You don't have to feel horrible because you're pregnant. And I just changed my mind. Just like Fly Lady Cat always says, just change your mind. And I did. And I changed my mind, and I just thought positive, and I was like, whatever, why not have a baby at this age? It makes you feel young, it makes you feel beautiful, and it makes you happy, and you're going to make their lives happy because you're not as stressed as you were when you were young. You're easier on your kids. You're more loving to your children. You have so much more to offer and share with them. You know what matters and what doesn't. It's like, why not have babies when you're mature? That's what grandmas are so great for, because by then they get it. But I get to get it while having a baby. So it's kind of fun. Ah, that nose always tickles when I'm on the phone. I don't know why. So yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. There's no denying it, right? You hold that precious little baby, a little infant, helpless, sweet, precious. You hold that baby in your arms. You can't deny. Like, there's no way. Yeah, exactly. Changing your mind is hard. It's not like a switch, but on some things it is. And it seems like the more I practice it, the better I get at it. So that's kind of the thing, because it took me a long time to even notice. I did a video on that a long time about changing your mind. You can see, maybe I'll post it in the link below in the description for this video. But I did it a long time. It was like one of the first times that I was really, really aware of negative thoughts, because I was beating myself up a lot. And that was way earlier this last year. And now I can pick them out easier. And I can catch what I can hear myself say and be like, oh, what's that? Where did that come from? No way, shut that down right now. And that's what I do. And it feels so much better to do that. So, you know, just practice it. It's really awesome. Because you don't realize how many years you've been holding negative thoughts. I don't know if you heard my video the other day, Brandy, where I talked about how you have years of negative thoughts that are in the air from the beginning of time to now. And our families are akin to, you know, grabbing certain negative thoughts and ideas out of the air that we just automatically have, instead of grabbing the positive ones, because there are the positive ones, but we just the negative ones are so much stronger. You know, you can think about the negative things maybe your parents said, or a friend or family member said, but really the positive are the ones that we really have to search for. And like, I don't like this negative thought, I want that thought instead, and just take positive. Did I tell you about the lady? I did. I told you the other day when we went grocery shopping that I met that lady at Walmart that had me sit by her. And that's what she says is, she goes, if God gives you something and you don't want it, then you just tell him you don't want it, you need something else. And I was like, right? We'll just tell him what's good for us. It's so cute. Oh, don't be scared, honey. Don't be scared. In fact, just be happy. Be so happy. Is that Lorena? I love that name. Lorena, because anytime you're thinking negative, you can add negativity to that. Whether it's stress on your mind and your body, or you physically can make it happen, think positive. Just think, oh, good, we get to try again. And you're having this baby, and if you can, just go get you some red raspberry leaf tea and start drinking that. That'll strengthen your uterus, and that will help you start taking better care of yourself. Because make sure you're resting. Make sure you're not pushing yourself too hard. Make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're eating a good solid meal, not too much sugar and candy, but like a good meat and vegetables and salad. Those things are just going to build your body up, and you're going to be just fine. And just think all the good things. And I mean, I'm not saying you have to plan for 9 months out, get past the scary times, but definitely just cross your fingers, keep praying, and then keep doing those things to take care of yourself. Oh, yeah, those are not very nice. I'm so sorry. Fibroids and endometriosis and cysts, ugh. Who wants that? And they're painful. But just try to think positive, and just, your body is amazing, and it can overcome amazing challenges, even including those ones you just listed. And you can seriously, honestly, just override them. Just pray for your body to conquer those struggles that you're having in your female organs, and that the baby, just say, this baby is more important. Let's put all this negative stuff aside and let this baby grow, and give the baby all the nourishment that it needs. And just think of that, and allow that energy and that truth to come into your heart and in your soul, and to nurture your womb. And you never know, those miracles really can happen, and that would be so wonderful. And I don't think that's floof, and I don't think it's silly, because hope is a good thing. Oh yeah, I've had lots of shortness of breath. Yeah, right. I've had a miscarriage too. It was a long time ago, and I haven't had any since then. Thank goodness. It's just because I started and things, but anything that you can do just to take it easy and take good care of yourself would be so good at this point. Man, I love you girls. It's so fun visiting with you. It's so fun catching up and getting on here together, and I'm so glad you could just do what you can. But I I feel so blessed to get to know you. 13-year-old daughter, that's awesome. She'll be so helpful for you. Unless she's running amok, which I talk about my 15-year-old son running amok while we've been trying to do this. I have 12 kids, Lorena, in case you don't know yet. And I have, two 6-year-old boys. I have a, let's see, after him is my 9-year-old daughter, and then my 11-year-old son, and then my 13-year-old son, and then my 15-year-old son, 18-year-old son, and then I have 5 adult kids too, and I have 2 that are married and both have 2 children of their own. So, believe it, the full schedule, the busy life, all that stuff. But if it happened once, it could happen again. Oh, what did Fran say? There's a beautiful Bible verse that says, "What time I'm afraid will trust in him and listen to these great words you are hearing. Pray for you too." That is wonderful. Oh, see, that's why it's good you came here, Lorena, just so that we could all pray for you and we can send you those good love and vibes. I love that because it doesn't matter. That's the great thing about energy, is it knows no bounds. It can't be just on the phone who you're talking to. It could be sent clear across the world, let alone in the next state or a few states away or across the United States. That energy is true, it is real, and it has no bounds. And we're all sending you love and positive energy to you and your sweet baby that's growing, and we are praying for you and hoping the greatest blessings for you to come. Okay, well, we love you, girls. You're just awesome. Thank you so much for being here. You're so wonderful. I just love being with you guys. You're like my girlfriends. I wish we could go out and party. Okay, I'm a little fat to be partying much right now, but whatever. Oh, well, I'm glad you watched. It's not about getting your hopes up. I went 6 years with nothing, and out of the blue, what I did was I just quit eating white flour and white sugar, and out of the blue, I showed up pregnant. I kind of started doing the keto diet, and that's more high fat, good amount of protein and vegetables, and very little sugar, and that, I'm convinced, they say that's one thing that happens when you get on the keto diet, is you end up pregnant. So for me, it was very true. I knew nothing about it. I didn't even know that about it till afterwards. I was like, oh, so it is true. It did come from that. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Well, it's good to see you, Lorena. I hope you come back. Please click like and maybe subscribe, and we'll be able to keep track of you and be able to pray for you and keep hoping for you the best, okay? So take care. I'm going to go now. I think the boys are home. It sounds like it. The kids are getting excited downstairs. And then we'll be decorating this baby's room. And I can't believe this day has come. So take courage and faith in my story that really I am just feeling so blessed to be in this position. I didn't even know it was possible to have another baby. So I'm overjoyed. Awesome. I'm so glad. Maybe you were already and I just didn't know if you were a new subscriber. So click the bell if you want to be notified, and then we will talk to you guys soon. Love you so much. Love you too, Lorena. Hope to see you soon. All right, everybody. We'll see you. I will. That's a good idea, Heather. I'll be so happy to do that. Take care. Love you guys. Bye-bye.